We're in London. I'm at a tattoo studio. I'm gonna get a neck tattoo that says King of Kings. I'm quite nervous about the tattoo because I know it's gonna hurt, but I think it's worth it.
I don't want it too tall because then it's gonna look weird.
Yeah, but that one you showed me yesterday was like kind of...
Yeah, a little bit taller.
I've been to many competitions and the big stage with a huge crowd and stuff like that. I mean, you always get a nervous feeling, but then you can turn around that to a good thing. But here, man, if you hear the machine of the tattoo machine, you get scared, man, because you know it's gonna hurt and it's for real.
Yeah, you see, like some people are very sensitive. Like me, that was painful for me. But I tattooed people before, and they were like okay with the pain. I was like, of course, tattoo is always painful.
If it's gonna take some time or not.
Yeah, you know, I reckon like can be 2 hours, maybe 3 hours altogether. You know, and can also add some shading around. Like
it's gonna be the text of King of Kings in the neck, and it's gonna be a tilted crown at the top of the K. And the story about it is like, always be the best of yourself, be your own king, like appreciate more things in life and just be way more positive about things. And I always wanted to get a tattoo that's something more meaningful to me. The neck wasn't the first thing I came up with, but you can see it every day, look in the mirror, and I want others to see it as well because I think it's gonna look awesome. I mean, this is the most significant tattoo I have on the hand, and I got two other drunk tattoos, one on the leg and on the hand, which I scraped off with a steel-ish thing. Was about to get my brother and sister's initials, but it turned out completely wrong, and I misspelled it. I was so wasted. And yeah, I mean, I felt horrible, and the day after, you know, hangover, and oh, I got to get rid of it. So I just took a steel thing you wash the dishes with, the sink, and you scraped it off.
okay, ready?
I have no idea, man. Oh.
Okay, big more like that.
It hurts really bad. You don't? No. The pain scale is from 1 to 10, like 20. It was, in the beginning it was like, I thought it was gonna get used to it, but it's like different nerves everywhere, and it's hard to keep still, you know.
Before I become a professional Counter-Strike player, I actually worked with my dad as a, I don't want to call it plumbing, but ish like that, just a good day's work, honest day's work. Being a professional esport player, it's a big difference. I'm not gonna lie, it's way more money and a little bit more chill, but it has its downsides as well. The traveling, you don't get to be home that much. But I'm not gonna complain because I'm gonna do this as long as I can. I mean, I've always been a competitive kid. I must say I've been playing most of the sports. I managed to go pretty far in football. I actually took into the national youth team of Sweden. That was a big thing in my life, but I don't know, I turned to a bad kid at the time, like starting to smoke and party and stuff like that. So went pretty south from there. I always admired Fnatic, like the old lineups with the DSN, Gux, Forest, Get Right, Karn. It was a side stream, I would say, because I always played Counter-Strike, and it was like my brother initiated it on me with like CS 1.5, I think it was, or even Half-Life before that. So to get that offer was a dream come true.
I played a lot when I was young. I still play a lot, but yeah, I introduced him to the game, and I started playing more full time. Then I became pro, and yeah, they realized it was very good.
Is there something in you that still thinks you're a little bit better than him?
Yeah, yeah. You know, he's clutching, it's because of me.
When my parents found out like I want to go be a pro player, they weren't really happy about it because they couldn't see the amount of money or things that I would get from it because it was still a computer game, and yeah, I understand them too fully. But when they saw like me getting the first salary when it went up a little bit, it was like a totally change of mind because my father has never been like happy about computers, internet and stuff like that. He was like, can't even turn on a computer. The proudest moment of my career must have been Katowice 2018. The way that final went and how we played was just amazing. From like going out in groups in the previous tournament, and we was always like, who's gonna disband and stuff like that. Then just go 3-0 in groups, dismantle the quarterfinal, semifinal, and then just go to the final. To like the longest best of 5 I've ever played was like 7 hours and 30 minutes, I think in total. It was a really cool moment in my life.
Fnatic are your IEM Intel Extreme Masters Katowice champions in 2018.
It felt awful to go from like the top 1 to, I don't know what ranking we went. I usually never read comments about the game, especially when you lose some match. You never want to read the comments because you know it's going to affect you in a bad way. But the one thing that cheers you up is like, if 10 guys write something bad about you and one guy just supports you to the fullest, you're gonna get happier from it.
He's so consistent in his gaming. He always delivers, no matter what. I think he's top 3, top 5 in the world, easily. I'm like really proud because he's my baby brother and he will always be like this little. So I'm very proud of him. It was a very great moment. Before this new lineup, it went pretty bad, and just in the start of this lineup, it went pretty bad as well. So we talked on Facebook and over the phone. I think it's much more important when they are doing worse to be there and tell them, it's fine, you played all right, you'll be better next time.
I know I'm capable, and my team right now is capable of getting back up. It just takes time, effort, and some laughs. I really wanted it, and it's a meaningful thing to me, so I'm really happy.